So you want to play percussion? Percussion's great. Hi, my name is Shel Stanfill. I am the orchestra director at Chaparral High School, but I grew up playing percussion. I've called myself a drummer, but we really are percussionists because we play a plethora of instruments. You do get to start out on what we call the snare drum, kind of basic drum. We have tom-tom sound we get from it, or we put our snares on and we get the snare drum sound. We get to play all sorts of fun instruments like the triangle. Right? How about the tambourine? Right? Various types of shakers. And of course, everybody in the world needs a little more cowbell. All right, but also, what's great about percussion is we only get to keep the beat. We get to play melody every now and then on instruments like the glockenspiel, or the bells for short.
Hello, my name is Joe Wilkinson, and in this segment I'm going to discuss the percussion family of instruments. But let me give you a quick background of how I started playing percussion. I'm a music teacher in the Douglas County School District. I teach at Mammoth Heights Elementary in Parker, Colorado. At Mammoth Heights, I teach general music, I teach the choir, and I teach the beginning and intermediate band. And I also do private percussion lessons after school times as well. One of the great things about percussion that I discovered is there's power and intensity and there's speed in percussion. And when I was a middle schooler years back, I was inspired by some of the great marching bands and drum lines of the South down in Louisiana and Mississippi. And I just saw the power and the precision and the speed of some of those old drum lines. And I said, boy, that really looks interesting to me. Started picking up some drumsticks and checking it out. So I've been playing drums for about 40 years now. So I'm going to give you a tour of some of the percussion instruments, which drums are a part of, and we'll talk about a little bit of technique, and I'll play a few various instruments here so you can hear what they sound like a little bit. Some percussion instruments, like a hand drum, you play with your hands. Some instruments in percussion you crash together like crash cymbals. Some percussion you shake like a shaker. Some instruments, tambourines, triangles, right? You can strike with a hand. You can even shake them. And some instruments in percussion family are pretty unusual. You might have to scrape them to make a sound.
On the vibraphone, or the vibes for short, you might have a xylophone in your school. You get to middle school, high school, you get to play things like this.